Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Garrett and this is Dark Sky Photography. It's been a beautiful day here in Anglesey and I'm currently at Aberffraw on the west coast. And I'm going to start planning an astrophotography session because by Aberffraw we've got this beautiful little church. And what's special about this little church is that it's at sea. It is the church at sea, the iconic St. Cwyfans. And so I don't know if you've heard of it before, but I'll show you a pano of Aberffraw and the bay that it's located in, and then you'll understand what a beautiful little place this is. And this church that was built in the 12th century, it's medieval, was once connected by a causeway, a land bridge, but that fell into the sea and eroded away over the winter storms many years ago, I believe. But you can still access the church at low tide, and I might have a go of that this evening. I think the tides are okay for that. And so facing west towards Ireland, we're also going to have Orion and the Milky Way, the Winter Milky Way, above this church, and so it's going to make for a fantastic night composition. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked to get down there and wait for darkness to fall and start doing some astrophotography. And so I hope you can join me on my little astro adventure this evening. I'll give you a quick pano just to show you what this church looks like from my vantage point above it. But yeah, let's do this. It's going to be good. Okay guys, so I'm just doing some shots of the church. The causeway you can see in front of me, just leading up to St. Cwyfan, and Orion starting to shine above the church roof. Still quite high, it'll drop down. And so the foreground shots, I'm going to try and bracket them, so while there's still a little bit of blue light left, because it's astro twilight in the next 10 minutes, I'd say, being about coming up to 20 to 8 now. And so while there's still a little bit of light, I'm going to bracket exposures so I can get a HDR version of the foreground. And so I've done a 30-second, a 20-second and a 10-second shot, and I'll combine all three to get me a high resolution and defined foreground image. And so yeah, hopefully I'll get that high dynamic range, which is what HDR stands for. And then I might just move further into the causeway and approach St. Cwyfan, and maybe I can do some more shots even on the island itself that the church resides on. I know the tide is not going to be fully until midnight, and so I think I've got a couple of hours before I need to worry about being stranded on the island. So I think I'll make my way there now and see what other shots I can take of this beautiful location. So I'm pretty up close and personal to St. Cwyfan now, and so it's looking like a beautiful shot here. Just turn the lights off. And so before I get on the church island itself, I'll do a quick foreground shot here. I have switched lens. I'm now using the 24mm Rokinon. I used the 50mm Sigma Art before because I was a bit further away and I wanted nice detail in the foreground of a path leading up to the church. But now that I'm really up close, I don't need to do that, and so I want to get the church in one shot. I don't want to stitch elements of a church together, and so I'm using the 24mm, which should be wide enough to capture the whole church. I'm using the Star Tracker base because I don't have another ball head. In my rush to get out of here, I forgot to bring the spare. Right, let's see what we're getting here. We'll go to about f3.2 and we'll do an ISO 800, and I think we'll have to put the intervalometer on because I need at least a minute for the foreground here, and 30 seconds ain't going to cut it. We may as well get the intervalometer ready for star tracking shortly anyway. All switched on. Same channels. Delay a couple of seconds. And the length we're going to shoot for a minute. Interval 5 seconds. Enough time to move the camera a bit if I needed to, and then quickly set off another shot if I do a sequence. That looks nice. Okay, let's do a couple of shots here and see what sort of image we're going to get. Bang on there. Okay, so I've correctly aligned the move shoot move to Polaris, and now I'm going to center the camera and do the sky shots. I've got the camera in portrait orientation, and so I can get more sky vertically, and so I'll probably do about 4 columns to do a little bit of a panorama, and only 2 rows will be sufficient to get all of Orion, and we'll include the constellations of a bit of Monosaurus and Taurus, maybe a bit of Gemini, and a bit of a triangulum as well probably. And so Orion is sinking quite low, so I'll need to crack on, and I'll use exposure 60 seconds, ISO 800, and I'm on f3.2. And so yeah, using the Astromodded Rokinon 24. Let's give that nebula coming through. Let's crack on. Big iron bar here. I don't think they're open at this time in the evening. Nice solid wooden door that, and you need it because when it gets stormy in this area, you've got the waves coming in off the sea wall protecting this island, and I'm sure some water is going to hit this building, and so it needs to be well constructed to survive the rigors of time and the weather we get in this area. Talking about water, got to really keep an eye on that tide. I don't want to be trapped here. I'm doing the sky shots now, and while they're going off, I'm just going to have a little wander around. Beautiful.
there's another photographer down there on the causeway. As long as I know he's down there, I know it's still dry and we can still cross over. And there's the sea, there's the water, the tide coming in. Got to keep a close eye on that. You stay there, the photographer. Don't disappear too soon.
I could have.
Lovely bench here to enjoy the sea view all the way down to Snowdonia to the left of me, which is camera right, and all the way to T Croix racetrack and towards Holy Island on my right, which is your left. Very peaceful, beautiful night, no wind. Stars are out beautifully. And just listening to the water, it's a tonic for your health, I tell you. What a beautiful location. I hope you guys can come and visit here as well. Church at Sea, St Cwyfan at Aberffraw on Anglesey. Beautiful island. Well, hi guys, the tide is really starting to come in now. I can see the water encroaching around the island. I've nearly done all my sky shots, so I'm not going to linger here much longer. Well, hi folks. So I had to come off my island because the tide was coming in quick. You can hear the water behind me. It rushes in, you know, so I had to run off the island. My vlogging camera, unfortunately, I think it's gone a bit kaput, and so I'm having to finish off a vlog on my phone. Water's starting to come up to my feet a bit. I have to be careful. But I'm going to put all the images together for you now, and I hope you like the images that I've managed to get of St Cwyfan, the church at sea. And if you do, give me the thumbs up. Subscribe if you want. And if you do go out and visit this location, make sure you read the tide timetable, and so you know when the tide is likely going to cut you off. So I made it off with about 20 minutes to spare, I reckon. Anyway, here's the images. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Until the next time, take care, all of you. Bye.